welcome to November 2023's edition of What the Heck is Going On in the Denver Housing Market. In my monthly market update series, I break down and simplify exactly what is going on in our housing market today, as well as give you 3 things to know if you are a buyer or a seller, so that way you can win in today's market and find the opportunity through those 3 things to know. If you're new to my channel, what is up? My name is Torrey Drake. I'm a local Denver realtor. Normally I look more like a realtor and less like I drive tractors. However, I need a haircut really bad, and I'm using a hat to cover it up, and a hat doesn't look good in a button-up shirt. So here we are. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and dive into what's going on from a bird's eye view in our housing market today. If you've been watching my monthly market update series, it is no surprise that the general trend right now in November, here in Denver at least, is that we're continuing to slow down pretty much week after week as we approach the holidays. In last month's market update, I was talking about how we sold 20% less homes, so we sold 20% less homes. And this month we sold, I'm gonna look at my notes I took here real quick, we sold 12% less homes. So in the past 62 days, we sold about 32% less homes. This last month, we saw 17% less new homes hit the market. So because of the fact that we sold 12% less homes means there's less buyers in the market, and the fact that we saw 17% less new homes hit the market means there's less sellers. So to put that simply, less buyers in the market, less sellers in the market. Buyers don't want to buy with high interest rates, and sellers don't want to not only buy their next house with a high interest rate, but they just don't want to sell during holidays. A lot of people want to use this time to spend time with their family, enjoy time off, and sell in the new year. Which begs the question, are we in a buyer's market? And the answer is actually no, it's still pretty far from it. I don't want to get too nerdy or technical here. However, we have 2.5 months worth of homes for sale. That means if no new homes hit the market at all, it would take us 2.5 months to sell through all the homes we have on the market today. Anything below 3 months worth of homes is considered a seller's market. So believe it or not, we're still in a seller's market. A buyer's market is when we have 6 months or more worth of homes. So we are really far from a buyer's market. A neutral market is 3 to 6 months worth of homes for sale. And once again, we're at 2.5. So it's still a seller's market, but barely about to go into more of a neutral market as we continue to slow down going into December. Despite all of this though, our market still remains strong. Well, gee, of course you say that, Tor, you're a realtor. Wouldn't any realtor say that? Well, here's the number that makes me confident our market is still strong. Despite selling 12% less homes this past month, and despite 17% less new homes hitting the market, despite that slowdown, the amount of appreciation we saw was 0%. So we saw no appreciation and no depreciation. If we saw, 5, 10, 15% depreciation, which would be freaking crazy, then of course, yeah, okay, our market's not strong, we're losing value. However, even in a significant slowdown that we are seeing today, and don't get me wrong, it is significant. Despite that, our homes are not losing value. Our market is remaining strong, because here in Denver, what drives demand is the weather, the mountains, and the lifestyle of being in Colorado/Denver, and the interest rates have no effect on that. So people here are still buying and selling. Our demand is not driven by an industry that can slow down, is driven by our lifestyle. So yes, we're slowing down, but our housing prices remain really strong. Let's dive into 3 things to know for buyers and sellers. Number 1, the median days to sell, so how long it takes to sell a home on average, is 16 days. So if you're a potential buyer, just because we're slowing down, the best homes in your price bracket or wherever you're shopping are going to be selling quick, as buyers are being really picky right now. So when a great home hits the market, it sells quick. So even though a lot of homes are sitting, a lot of homes are moving really quickly as well if they're well prepared. So be on the lookout and be ready to move quickly if it's a home you love. If you're a seller, that means prepare your home the best you possibly can, so buyers feel the need to jump onto your home. Thing to know, number 2, is the list price to sold price ratio is 99.94% on average. So we'll just say 99.9%. That means on average, sellers are getting 99.9% of their asking price. A lot of homes are getting below their asking price, but a lot of homes are getting really close as well. This shows that we're not in a buyer's market and we're not in a super strong seller's market anymore. That number reflects buyers and sellers are really working together and being reasonable with each other to make deals happen. And thing to know, number 3, is the amount of homes for sale on any given day on average is about 7,500. That number doesn't mean much until you compare it to how many showings we are getting every single week, which is fluctuating between 9 and 10,000 showings. So 7,500 properties versus 9 to 10,000 showings. That's more showings than there are properties, which is why our prices are staying strong. However, those numbers are pretty close. So that once again reflects buyers aren't crushing sellers, sellers aren't crushing buyers. People are really working together. And by the way, if you're finding value in this video, please consider doing your boy a solid, hitting the like and subscribe. Or if you don't like this video, that's okay. I don't know why you're still watching it, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Now, last but not least, where do I think our housing market is going to go the last month and a half of 2023? We're going to see this trend continue, in my opinion. Less sellers listing, less buyers buying. However, buyers keeping their eyes on the market. So when a great house in their price bracket hits, it's going to get bid up and get really competitive since there's not as many options on the market right now. So what that means for sellers is if you're selling before January, really do your homework in preparing, fixing up the property. Buyers right now don't have the budget to fix a bunch of items because all their money is going towards their monthly payment because of high interest rates. If you are waiting until January to buy or sell, what I think is going to happen then is what we see every single year in Denver. January through July is a really busy season that ramps up. Our busiest season is in April. So if you are thinking about selling your property, if you want to sell for the most amount of money possible and as quick as possible, I am advising a lot of my selling clients to wait until spring, April specifically. If you are a buyer and you want the most amount of negotiating power, right now is your time, because once we go into the new year in spring, we have every indicator it's going to be a busy market, a lot of buyers coming back in, and we're going to see a lot of housing prices get bid back up, but not as aggressively as we've seen the past few years. Guys, if you have any questions, my name is Torrey Drake. I am a local Denver realtor, and it is my privilege and honor, whatever weird words, but I love making these videos. Thank you for watching them. Please consider hitting like and subscribe, and I want to extend a friendly invitation for you to reach out. My contact information is below, guys. Thank you for watching. I will update you next month. In the meantime, I'm going to continue making community tours and new home tours on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.